I will be refuting the affirmative side. Their first claim about unions being harmful to the economy. The affirmative mentioned that being in the union, not being in a union, being in a union would make you have to pay dues that would be expensive, and that would be difficult to do alone. But it shows that unions benefit communities and non-union workers, and that unions push up wages for non-union workers, and that the wage gains for non-union members can be passed on to their children. And is what these dues are being paid for, and that the unions are advocates for policies that benefit all the working people. So these dues actually help, instead of how they described it as being a big chunk of change that most people don't want to pay for. Another claim that they made is that the workers being fired and hired at will. In an article, just basically pros and cons of being in a union. It's described that non-union workers are usually hired at will. That means they can be fired from at any reason. And being in a union means you can't be terminated for an arbitrary reason, as in discrimination for sex, religion, or race. Nor can they hire at will for an arbitrary reason. And these unionized workers have more power as a cohesive group than acting individually. And what you gain is the muscle of collective action, from a quote by Hoyt Wheeler from the University of Southern Carolina, who negotiates wages and health safety issues in his union. Another claim is about unions not being necessary for a successful workplace, and we're refuting this by saying that unions provide fair labor standards, by saying that these labor standards prescribe standards for wages and overtime pay, which affect most of the private and public employment. And another claim is about the benefits for communities and non-community workers, and how they push up more rights for you and your upcoming family. Like we're saying, the Weingarten rights, which was again a 1975 case about the Supreme Court for the right for all employees to be represented by unions, which a result of this is you are entitled to have a union representative when a manager calls you up, which helps when it calls you in for an executive interview for any reason that you could have for being called in. And so having a union up there and helping you get through that interview helps the environment of being called up less stressful, and it makes for a more successful workplace, because you don't have to worry about being hounded down and intimidated by your company, and you have someone to help you and back you up and get you through whatever trouble you may or may not be in. And through these points, I hope you realize why joining a union has more benefits, and that you should join one to be considered employed.
How much prep time do we have left?
2.5 minutes.